Folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's Brent. This is a big day for me. I have never done a unboxing video before on the channel. And apparently you're not cool until you have. So if you are foolish enough to be a timber framer, even though you've narrowly avoided having surgery on your back, this is what you need. You can tell from the thumbnail and the title, this is a timber cart. This is going to be really important for me. I've been lusting after one of these for a long time. This is going to be really important for me. I've got a really big year coming up. I'll probably be doing a lot of stuff on my own. And having another way to efficiently handle timbers makes a lot of sense. So if you've watched my videos, you know I have a self-loading forestry trailer. So that's like a miniature crane. I can move timbers that way. I also have a tractor with forks on it I can move timbers on. But both of those are big and they take a fair amount of time. They take a fair amount of space to use. So something like this makes a lot more sense if you only have to move a single timber, say a medium distance, or you're moving timbers inside a building. So this is going to be a huge help for me, not only in the moving of the timbers, but also it means that you can arrange timbers inside the building more efficiently to work with. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to unbox this and take a look. I should say right at the outset, I paid full price for this, no deals and no promises of deals in the future. So this is an unbiased look at it. Let's get going. Okay, let's take a look at these wheels. Yeah, so in a former life, I used to do a lot of mountain biking. Yeah, did some crazy stuff and abused some bicycles in a serious way. These are serious wheels. Now, I can't remember the number right off the top of my head, but this cart is designed for, I think it's over 1,100 pound capacity. Now, if you're working with, 40-foot green Douglas fir, or you're working with great big, huge, white oak timbers, that sort of stuff, you might be able to kind of push the limits of this thing. But, Eastern Canada with, for me, a 25-foot 8x12 is probably the biggest that I'm going to end up working with. And that ought to be well within the capacity of this, even if it's green kind of thing. So yeah, that is a serious set of wheels. That's confidence inspiring. So this is very well boxed up. This wasn't rattling around in there at all, which is pretty nice. This must be the box of hardware for assembly. So this is made by, let me get the name right. This is made by Precision Solutions, LLC, out of Virginia. Now I've been coveting one of these things for a while and watching them. And there are a number of timber framers that I follow on Instagram and YouTube that use these things. I knew it was going to fit in really well for me and what I had to do. But there are some details, of course you can't really see on Instagram pictures, but this is very, very well made. I am not a welder, but I have studied welding, and I know some professional welders. And this is very well made. And this is very heavy and sturdy. I don't think I'm going to worry at all about it not being up to the job. So one thing that's really nice, I was actually going to make one of these at one point. And I've got a bunch of the parts and components. And the wheel, I tried to find the biggest wheels that I could find, practically speaking anyway. And they're not as big as this. The nice thing about this is quite obviously made for all terrain. This isn't made just for running around on a concrete floor, clearly. The nice thing is the large diameter wheels will help you jump, hopefully not jump, help you run over undulations and bumps in the landscape, which are going to be there around a work site anyway. So I'm really, that's going to be really, really nice feature. So here are the instructions taped right to there, which is very handy. Wow, everything about this is sturdy. That is heavy, serious webbing in there. If that ever breaks in normal use, you've done something wrong. Let's get into the instructions. We'll take a look at the parts box, and then we'll start putting this together. Okay, so one thing that's really neat about this design, which would have been especially hard to replicate in some sort of home gamer DIY approach to it, is the cart will actually hold itself up in position to receive the timber without you touching it, even though there's only 2 wheels on a single axle. And it does that with the assistance of some serious counterweights on the bottom that keep it oriented like that. So that's a really nice feature, and I can tell by the gravity in these ones that these are probably the counterweights. Included are these little spacers just to keep these from getting bent during transport, which is very thoughtful. Okay, let's get the weights installed. So here's a really neat feature that I admit I didn't even know this had. 2 pinholes to hold the weights in. You can quite easily, by design, because they're held in with these readily removed little bolts, you can actually fold these guys in for transport, make transport a lot easier. So that's pretty cool. I think I'll put the white walls out after I put the washer on. And that's all there is to it. Wow. How cool is that? Okay, so now that I've seen this thing in person all assembled, I'm really glad I didn't bother trying to make one myself. There are a lot of features to this thing that just make it so nice. I mean, I love the fact that you can fold it up into something flat. You see, well, I guess you saw the boxes that it came with. They're pretty small, and really these things, you know, with all the packing and styrofoam and everything, this ought to fold up actually into something smaller than those packages, which is going to be really easy to transport to and from the site. The kind of auto leveling feature of it works better than I thought, actually. That's going to be really, really nice. I love the diameter of the wheels. Now, I haven't given it a try yet. One of the first things that I'm going to do when I start to make the sawdust fly on the shop build is I need to shift the shop around a little bit. I need to make it more efficient. I need to move some timbers. This is going to be vital for that. We are going to give this a serious test run on the first day. I plan on capturing some footage of it and showing you, the good, bad, and the ugly of this thing. But I have a feeling it's really going to be very, very helpful in everything that I do. So, yeah, I'm excited. Precise Solutions Timber Cart. We'll see how it works.